And they become this symbol that the police, who basically are janitors for them now, they clean up their crap, they take them to the hospital, and now when something gets out of hand and there's a mistake and something happens, the police get charged with murder.
Right. Yeah, it is. Did you watch the full body cam footage of George Floyd?
I did. It's very sad.
It's very sad, and I think what's going to happen, unfortunately, is you're going to see more backlash because, listen, it's a tragedy. We always said it was an example of improper police training, but there's no example of malice or racism. You know, there are people saying, hey, we're not going to shoot you. Get in the back of the car, please. We'll roll down the window.
He's saying in the back,
turn on the air.
I can't breathe. Sit in the car with me. I'm scared. He was.
And the officer says, I'll roll down the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. So listen, a tragedy still, obviously, but there's no way they can make something like second-degree murder stick. And when you talk with people here on these streets and you say, hey, listen, have you watched the footage? They go, I don't need to watch it to know that that killing was murder. And it's really concerning.
Well,
because
it all becomes an excuse to riot and burn things down,
right,
to try to kill the U.S. economy. It's what Bill Maher and all the Democrats said. We want a depression, we want a recession, we want a crashing stock market, so people reject President Trump. And so Trump needs to get out there. Trump needs to get out there and expose the fact that it is the Democrats and the deep state who are trying to crash the whole economy to bring the entire U.S. down with them, to have a new Marshall Plan nationwide to bail them out. Because the truth is, the blue cities and blue states have been horribly mismanaged. They're kleptocracies. They've robbed their people. They're collapsing. So now they're trying to collapse the whole country to make all the red states and the Midwest and other areas bail them out. So that's why they're trying to bring the country down and saying the dollar is going to die and all the rest of this, is because they literally know America is waking up to them, so they're trying to destroy us before we actually wake up.
I was going to say, this is probably the dirtiest city, if you guys can see the river that I've seen.
It looks like a hobbit would walk out from under it. But now you go down here, there's needles and feces and hepatitis everywhere. Look at this.
Why don't they have an organization in the city here, if they're talking about community organizing, to just clean stuff up?
They get 30-something times the money they got 50 years ago for the homeless here or more, and none of it goes to them. The Democrats siphon it all off, and they steal every damn bit of it.
Yeah, this is filthy. This is not what it was. When
you smell that piss?
Yeah, I do. I smell that bum piss.
But you know what that bum piss really is? That's the smell of the dander of dust mites. I hate the smell.
I don't know. I thought it was just bum piss is bad enough. I think bum